G'day and welcome to episode 15. In the last episode, we completed our time in Timor-Leste by camping on the beach at Tatuala. Jolie went diving and saw her first shark, and we finished up by camping in a 400-year-old Portuguese fort. In this episode, we'll complete our first land border crossing into Indonesia, take a pretty long ferry ride, and hike a volcano. Made it into Indonesia. The border crossing went relatively smoothly, which is good. And now we're on our way to Kupang. You can see it's a little bit drizzly outside, but it's alright because the roads here are 100 times better than they are in Timor.
East Timor.
In East Timor. And the drizzle's actually making the forests here look amazing, so it's actually quite nice. I don't think we'll make it to Kupang tonight. We'll probably just try and find somewhere to stay this side of it and head into Kupang tomorrow.
We kept driving into the night until we managed to find a safe and flat spot to camp. Thankfully, the skies had cleared by the morning, so we got back on the road early, heading to Kupang on the west coast of Timor. Kupang is the capital of the province of East Nusa Tenggara and the island's biggest city. There's not a lot happening in the city though, and subsequently is mainly used for a transport point between Timor, Flores, Rote and islands to the north. Seafood markets just down the road from where we've been staying. You come down here and there's probably about half a dozen or so little stalls, and they've all got fresh fish that they've caught that day, so you just pick one and they chop it up and put it on the hot coals for you, all for a couple of bucks. Pretty good. This is one of the downsides of overlanding when you're in a capital city, is staying right next to the busiest road in the city. It's pretty loud. We've just been camping at a place called Overland. The owners let us camp, I suppose, in his front yard. It's a good spot though. It's only a couple of minutes walk down to the night markets, and the water is just through here.
We had a couple of options from Kupang. Take a short crossing to the island of Rote and spend a few weeks surfing, or continue westward to Flores. We didn't particularly want to be stuck in Kupang for Christmas, so we opted for the latter for two reasons. It's now the wet season and the onshores are blowing, meaning the surf is unreliable, and also as due to the increased wind and swell, the crossing to Flores is often cancelled.
So close.
The overnight ferry from Kupang to Flores takes around 14 hours and is pretty basic. Thankfully we had our couch so could retreat to get some sleep, not before playing cards down the front in between the sleeping locals, about 1,000 chickens and a coffin which we're pretty sure was occupied.
Australia, yeah.
So I made it to Flores. We got in about 2:30 this morning. This is our little ferry that we came on. And thankfully we had a nice little perch at the back here where we were able to set up the roof and get a few hours sleep. I think other than that it would have been a pretty uncomfortable ride, but we pulled off the ferry and set up here too because we got in pretty early, so we managed to get a few more hours sleep here.
It wasn't too bad, it was pretty quiet.
No, it wasn't too bad. There's a few guys who come and had a sticky beak. I don't know what hour, but we got Nelly inside the car. And yeah, so turn around. This is the Flores landscape so far. It's pretty dramatic. This is our new Canadian friend Devon. We managed to get a few hours sleep downstairs last night too.
Whilst we were having breaky in a local restaurant, we met this lovely man in a pink shirt who offered to show us around his hometown. First on the list is the Fisherman's Jetty and their fresh catches. Then we checked out the local markets, which had everything you could possibly imagine, even giant tuna. My friend Danny has just brought us down to Larantuka.
Yes.
To have a look at all the fish.
Yeah, look at the fish, good fish.
And where are you from, Sandy?
I'm from here. I'm from Larantuka. Just I study in Bali. I may be coming to here to like work to some there.
Yeah. After spending the morning in Larantuka, we decided to drive to Kalamutu, a volcano with tri-coloured crater lakes sitting at 1,639 metres. The 230-kilometre drive takes us along the beautiful coastlines, through rice fields, back up to the coast and into the winding roads of the Misty Mountains, where we find an awesome spot to camp for the night before heading up to the volcano for sunrise in the morning. We're walking up to the summit now. We were supposed to get up and come up here for sunrise, though my alarm didn't go off. Though that's alright because it's pretty heavy cover this morning, so I don't think we would have seen it. The walk up here from the car park is it's only about 1 kilometre. It's pretty easy, it's all either paved or staired. And I don't think we're too far from the top now.
That's it for this episode. Join us next time as we crisscross Flores towards Komodo, visiting Riyong and Bajawa before arriving in Labuan Bajo. Thanks for watching. Feel free to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And we'll see you next time. Yep.